Hello and welcome back to my Shadowlands Gold Cap series. So it's actually been exactly a week since I last recorded. And once again, all I've been able to do is post auctions, repost auctions. Occasionally I'll do a vendor search, but I haven't actually been able to really play very much this week. I've done a few callings, but not really all that much. So we'll sort of see where we're at here. So I have a total of 548,000. I did send some money to my other characters so that they had some cash to do things in their garrisons and such. I just sold a Hexweave bag. Not for a lot, right? It's only going for like 290. So it's a little annoying, but the price on Hexweave bags now is completely tanked, but that's because you've got the Shrouded Cloth bags. So if I were to look at Hexweave here, right, they're sitting around 290, so below 300. It's almost not worth making them at this price point. I'd have to sit down and do the calculation on the cost of Sumptuous Fur to the Hexweave cloth, and then do the calculation. I think I'm still profiting slightly, but it's still leveling my tailor right now, and I can make some other stuff and try and sell it. But I have only crafted a few things in my crafted gear here. Actually, I won't look at it there. I'll look at my crafted gear here. So everything that I've crafted is in this group here, except for one item which I've put in this enchanting materials just because I can make it kind of in bulk. But I've only sold a few things, and I did sell some of this enchanted dust. I saw it actually sold, and I've had a few sales coming in here. That's great. So we'll sort of see where we're at. We do have a lot of mails. A lot of things did sell. I might have cleared out a lot of my inventory. Before we open the mailbox, let's go look in my bank here, and we'll see. I did clear out. I don't have any Goblin Glider kits in my bank anymore. I do have a bunch of Sumptuous Fur. I've been selling, a stack here or there, but I've been holding on to that. And if I come over here, I do have some Lost Soul. I did put some Lost Soul up for 2 gold right now. It's up at 3. It's crazy. It won't sell. I don't think it'll sell. So I put like 500 up. Oh, I just sold some Goblin Glider kits. This has been a great episode so far. Things are just moving. I do still have 2 tabs full of Goblin Glider kits, so I still have a little over 8,000. And I actually did just reset the market a couple days ago. I did buy another 2,500, but a bunch of those sold. So I'm going to keep resetting the Goblin Glider market until I'm totally out, but I'm going to keep selling them as it goes down. Once I'm out of Goblin Gliders, I will no longer be buying them unless I'm getting them for like 15 gold. That'll be my price point for Goblin Gliders, because it usually the price will settle at around 18 gold, 18 to 19 gold. Right now it's sitting at 22, so it was up. I reset the price to 28 because there weren't that much. I think I had to buy like 2,500 Goblin Gliders. I wonder if I can actually see my purchase here if I go into my ledger. Expenses, purchases, if I do last 7 days, and we go Goblin. Yeah, so I purchased 2,815 for 50,000 gold. Okay. And I haven't, if I look at my revenue from Goblin Gliders in the last 7 days, it only says 80 because I haven't taken them out of my bank. I don't think TSM registers the sale until you actually like pull the money out of your bank. So what we'll do is we'll look and see how we did here. So we finally did sell some more Iridescent. I had a big chunk of Iridescent Amberjack and a big chunk of Elysian Thade, and those just sold. I think I did sell some of them for less than what I purchased. We'll sort of see what my overall, I think I profited on them, but I was just trying to kind of clear out some of my inventory. I have also some items here, these Sunspring Leg Guards, these Frostlink Vest, this Nether Storm chest piece for 5 gold, Sunspring Greaves for... So, like, all of these go for like a little bit, but it all kind of adds up as you go through. As you can see, more Goblin Gliders, more Elysian Thade, and then just random bits and pieces that I get while I'm questing. I threw on some Sumptuous Fur, it's sold. This Failed Augmented Rune I got out of my Shadowlands mission table, and they were selling for like 800 to 900 each, and I got 3 of them. There was another mission on the table for another thing, another augmented rune, and I couldn't run it because I didn't have, like, it was too challenging for my guys, so I couldn't do it. Otherwise, I could have had another 2.5 grand. I've sold all the Lost Soul that I had up on the auction house, I think at a loss, some of it, and that's okay. If I can sell some of this stuff as the price comes back down, that'd be great. Someone either bought up a whole bunch of Lost Soul to try and reset the market, or someone's been doing some crafting, I guess. So I'm okay with either. We'll try and get my Lost Soul sold. I don't have that much left anymore, so pretty good. More Goblin Gliders, more Idris and Amberjack. Seer's Robe, 3 Striders for 662. It's not too bad. Here we go, this Laughing Terret. I think I made that. The Laughing Terret of the Fever Flare. We'll look and see what I've actually crafted, and that's in my actual crafting. Because I have a crafting group, right? I put everything that I've crafted so far in here, sort of. There's a few low-level leather items that I made that I don't have in here, so I might have to pull them out and put them in here. And but this is all that I've crafted recently and put up. But yeah, the Laughing Terret I did create. So we actually did make a sale there, so that's great. Not too bad. 1,700. Sold off all my food that I have. I'm gonna have to look back at making some more food and see if we can make some money there. Another item, Gorian, linked mail boots. These are really low level white items. The Lamed Scale Girdle, the Meadow Stomper boots, some Windwool cloth I sold. This is at 50 silver each, basically. I think my price of Windwool cloth is below vendor resale right now, so I'm making profit on Windwool. The only thing with Windwool and Netherweave that you have to watch out for is the auction deposit costs are high, so you want to make sure that you're going to be able to sell whatever you put up there. So you don't want to like throw a whole bunch up there and make profit on. Like Netherweave, I have a whole bunch of Netherweave in my bank, as you saw, and it's all below vendor price. So I could vendor all that and I make profit. But I've just been holding on to it, and when the price jumps up, I'll throw like a stack up and sell it. I've kind of been holding on to it because I might craft some stuff with my tailor, but I don't know. I kind of got rid of all my lightless silk. I'd been sitting on that for a while. That is at a loss. The lightless silk market tanked big time. I'm a little sad about it, but I figured I'm not going to hold on to it and try and buy low and bring it down like my Goblin Gliders. I figured I'll cut my losses there. It was bad. The market really fell out on that one, and I'm not sure why, but it's gone. It's gone. As you see, more Lost Soul, Lithium Ore, Vigil's Touch, another item here, the Sundered Waistband, some Hexweave bags, Goblin Gliders, Iridescent Amberjack, Lightless Silk. Yeah, as I was clearing that out. More Goblin Gliders, some more items. It's great. I love to see that go. Shrouded Cloth, just more bits and pieces, right? So right now we have 224,000 in our first 100 mails. We still have another 79 mails to go through. So this was actually a pretty good week for us. So what I'll do is I'll take my total here of 535, 325. We'll grab, we'll start opening everything down till I have 79 mails left, and then we'll kind of see what actually sold in there for you guys. And so we'll start grabbing stuff here until we're down to like 75 mails. Might stop it at 100, just over 100. So it'll have the last like 25 or whatever at the top, hopefully. We'll kind of go through and we'll sort of see where we're at, kind of. All right, so we'll stop there. We'll take a look here. Yeah, we got the Iridescent Amberjack, Eternal Crystals, All right, so if we look down at the bottom here, we have some pallid bones, more goblin gliders, shaded stone, rising glory. This enchant I sold. This is another thing that I made. These marks of Sargeras and this other stuff I got when I was grinding my rep to exalted with Stormwind. So I was running some Burning Crusade dungeons, and I was really surprised that they sold. They have no value, so you can't vendor them. So I made something off of them, which was great. And I think almost everything that I got there in terms of that stuff is kind of already sold. And I got some gear that actually sold for some cash, so that's a good thing. Yeah, more lightless silk. And pallid bones, that's a pallid bone flip. All my pallid bone flips are always profitable. Pock bonefish. I finally got rid of the pock bonefish. I'm not sure that I made a profit on that, but I think I did. And again, the iridescent atom. Yeah, the Sun Fury Singlet I sold. Like, I'm not making a ton of money on that, but at least I was doing something with grinding my rep, and I got a bunch of stuff, and I actually sold it for some cash. And another few items here. And more food. And again, more goblin gliders. So we literally have sold goblin gliders. Like I said, we're down to like 8,000, and I did purchase 2,800 this week. So we're chugging through them. I mean, at one point I was over 11,000 of goblin gliders. So it's been fun. But yeah, so it's been pretty good. We'll grab everything else out of here. Looks like it's been a good week. Looks like we actually are going to hit over 1 million cash. So it's been a really good week for us. I was able to clear some inventory. There hasn't been a lot of stuff that I've tried to flip this week. I made a few little flips here and there, but nothing significant. My most significant purchase was probably the Goblin Gliders. And here we go, 1 million. So for the first time, we literally hit over 1 million in cash. Oh, it feels good, man. It feels good. But if we go over and we check out our actual, we go and check out our actual inventory here. We only have 588,000 in actual inventory. So, you know, we're doing okay. If I go to my groups here, actually, let's go back to my ledger here, and I check my sales. So like I can see my Goblin Gliders, my sales on Goblin Gliders right now. I've sold 23.95 in the last 7 days for 45,000. Okay, and I bought 2,815, right? So I've almost sold all of the stuff that I've got, and I'm almost with if I go back here, I'm 5,000 out of hitting what I spent this week in Goblin Gliders, and I still have 500, 400-ish to sell, sort of, to hit that limit. So it's okay. We're doing okay. I can't complain. Like I said, I've been selling them at a loss down here just to kind of clear out inventory. But then I reset the market, and then we sell them for profit for a while, and then we'll sell them for a loss again, and then we'll sell them for profit. So overall, we'll have a net gain. But if I can also go here to my sales, and I can filter by group, and I can say, like, let's say I go to my enchanting materials group, right? I can check my enchanting sales. So I sold enchanted dust. I sold a stack of 20. I sold them for 6 gold, 65 per item. So I made 133 gold. So that's pretty low, but I made something, right? And they're fairly cheap to make, so I can't really complain about that. I think you make an enchanted dust from 1 Drainic dust, and I think a Drainic dust sells for anywhere from like 1 to 3 gold or something like that. So it's a lot of it's a decent profit at 6. Right now it's selling for like 20-ish gold each. So I think someone lowballed and I wasn't paying attention and I threw it up, and it was still within my minimums, and it's fine. if I look at other sales here, go to my other groups here. If I go to my craft, go to my craft. So I sold 3 enchants from my crafting group. So I'll actually probably remake, 2 enchants and 1 inscription thing. And so all I did is I looked at my drainer, enchanting, crafting, and stuff, and looked and sort of saw what had some viability. And these all seem to give me some decent profit. As you look, the crafting costs here, 56, 58, but the profit, it's like tenfold. And the crafting cost here is saying it's 51, and I sold it for 1,700, right? So huge profits, but the sales aren't huge there. But I'm going to keep looking at those opportunities, and I'm going to keep developing my crafters. Like I said, if you don't have a stable of characters already, it's a long process because you've got to level them, you got to level their skills, and you got to get there. And that's something that today, what we're going to do. Let's get to that. I'm just so excited that we actually hit 1 million. I'm hyped. I kind of was hoping to have it a little earlier, but expectation. But once again, if I go back and I look at my all-time revenue from resale, let's do all-time, right? I have some misses here, right? Now, definitely the Lightless Silk is a miss. Iridescent Ravioli was a miss. Surprisingly Palatable Feast was a miss. I bought a few and I made a bunch. So overall, I probably profited, but just looking at the resale here, I didn't profit. And some of this stuff doesn't really. Some of the stuff I bought to use, and I sold some of it. Like I bought 142 of these, and I sold like 22 back to the vendor, I guess, at some point by accident. So it calculates this as a loss. But if we look at our biggest sellers, again, all time, these are just vendor resales, right? Now, it's not consistent, but my Elixir of Giant Growths here are pretty good, right? I bought 294 and I've sold 584. So that's been a good one for me. Yeah, like I said, all of these are just basically people selling them on the auction house for less vendor value, right? For sheer average profit. And so my resale total profit right now is 364,000. So not as high as I would have thought to have 1 million in cash. That means that I've made 1 million in cash in my own stuff, basically. And my overall sales all time at this point. There we go. 7 million is my overall sales. I've sold 1,165,000 items for 7 million. Now, I'm not 100% sure that this is accurate, right? Because if I look at my blood cards, like I don't think that this is a wholly accurate representation, but we'll look here. It only says I've made 65,000. Let's type in blood cards. So I feel like I looked at this a couple times. This is going by time frame, right? So 6 days ago, if I do all time last 7 days, so it says I made 8,000 7 days ago, but there's no way because I didn't make that much 7 days ago, I don't think. And it doesn't add up. Does it? Like 600 gold there. I don't know that it adds up. Back was 100. I don't know. I don't know exactly how much I trust these numbers. Cuz I know if I go to the previous week, yeah, there's only like 2 weeks ago, I flipped 2 6,000 gold blood cards, but it's not showing them, right? And I vendored them. And it's not showing any of my 6,000 gold cards. So this is not what I would call 100% accurate. I don't even think yeah, it doesn't even have any of my 6,000s registered. So I've made more than 60,000 off of the flips, and well, I'll end up doing that today. Anyway, so we're sitting at 1,000,000 today. I'm not going to have a lot of playtime, sort of in one session. So throughout the day, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, do some stuffs here and there. I may come back in between before the end, but at the end of the day, I will show you what I have or what I've gathered, sort of where I'm sitting at. Our sales, we made in the past week in sales, which is quite amazing. A decent a chunk of change there, right? Carry the 1, 4. So we made 482,363 gold in sales in 1 week, which is pretty good. And so now we're sitting at 1,017,688. Our total gold. I'm gonna look at my total gold here of 1,031,092. Because what I'm gonna do today is I'm probably gonna do some alt leveling because I would like to get my. I have my hunter. He's at 50 now. I would like to get my. Go ahead, log out here. We'll go see where level my other characters are at. Right, my rogue is at 46, and he's been there forever. I kind of hate playing the rogue, to be honest. But I love the mage, so I'd like to get him into Shadowlands, but I'd also like to get my priest into Shadowlands, kind of. And I'd like to keep leveling my hunter in Shadowlands because he's got skinning, and skinning is really profitable. And there's like stuff you can craft out of the skin, with leatherworking, even vendor for money. So, but I'd love to get my enchanter in there because being able to disenchant stuff and get the enchanting materials. There's so much to do and so little time. But I don't know exactly what I'm going to do today, but I'm probably going to level somebody here, and I'll also do some stuff on my other character, and we'll kind of pool everything together at the end, and we'll sort of see where I'm at, see how much raw gold I make throughout the day, and sort of see, what sales we get throughout the day on our auction house, because we've had a few just while I've been chatting with you here. And, what sort of items I've amassed. Whether I end up running some dungeons and getting some transmogs or just some raw materials and stuff. So that's the plan for today. I hope you stick around and find out how the day goes, kind of see what point we're at. Anyway, we'll be back. So I just thought I would chime in with how many cards I have for the week. This week, with 4 characters running an inscription hut in a garrison, only one having inscription, I have 2,400 cards of Omen to flip. I can flip them all here, and we'll sort of see where we're at. I don't know if I have enough space here. I guess we'll see how that goes. I might run out of space and have to back out and sell some stuff going through. But we'll flip all 2,400. We'll see what our value is. Again, rough odd value should be 2,400 times 4.6, so it's about 9 grand. In that ballpark should be what we get, but I guess we'll see kind of at the end what we get. We've already made a little bit of gold today, so I sold a bunch of Savage Blood, so that's why we're at 1,021,000. That's all I've done other than leveling one of my alts. So my priest is now level 37, so we'll actually lose about 10 grand as soon as my priest hits level 40, but that's okay. It will be fine. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to flip all these cards, and hopefully we'll make a solid chunk of cash. Hopefully about close to 10. We'll see. We'll see. All right, so flipped all the cards. Looks like we got a couple purples. only looks like the 1,000. So we got two 1,000s this time. So our overall will probably not be like super great, but I guess we'll see. So we're sitting at 1,021,725. So when we sell all of our stuff here, I think we have 3 epics apparently. Where are the other ones? 1,000, 1,000, and oh, we did get a 6,000. Okay. All right. So we were at 1,200,000 or 1,021,000, and we're now at 1,034,000. So we actually made 13 grand. Basically flipping the cards. So we did better than average. It's not bad. I can't really complain about where we're sitting at. Yeah, let me sell these off. Need those. But yeah, so we're going to continue going on throughout our day here, and we'll sort of see where we're at kind of at the end of the day. But I just wanted to show the cards off. We will see you back in a minute. And we are back. So I did a little bit of leveling, as I said, on my priest. I got my priest up to level 37. I didn't get a chance to level anymore. I did some callings, and I finished a few quests, and of course I did my card flip. And so net positive gold today, I am actually up 22,358 gold. That's from my card flip, callings, and questing on my lower level tune. And I did get some BOEs from my lower level tune, which I've thrown up here, and I've thrown up all the stuff that I gathered on the auction house here. So yeah, so we've got everything up on the auction house. It was a pretty good day, decent cash. And we've got 12,000 in the auction house. I sold some Savage Bloods. I decided to throw them up for 58 gold or something like that. Gold. Which is usually, if you turn a Savage Blood into the coin purse, the bloody coin purse, it'll give you 50. So above 55 is profit. So might as well sell it there. So I did sell 20 of them. Sold some more windmill cloth. I'm actually almost out of windmill at this point. Sold a schematic that I'd had for a little while. Heavenly Shard was a disenchant. Some more item there. The Elixir of Giant Growth, we sold a bunch of them. Archmage of the Quickblade, 7 gold. Yeah. This bulging barrel of oil you could get from Garrison Mission, so I sold that. And of course my Hexweave bags, which we're selling earlier today. So so we've got 12,000 in sales there. I'm going to pull all that cash in. We're sitting well over $1 million now. Feels good. Feels good. And we'll see if we got any sales here at the auction. 911 sales. Bunch of junk that I just put up has already sold, so pretty quick. Yeah, all this stuff I just put up, so yay! So yeah, we made $1 million gold cash. So cash wise, we're like 10% away from gold cap. Inventory wise, we are only sitting at now probably like 500,000, right? So yeah, just a little over 500,000. So we need to rebuild our inventory and keep getting cash and keep chugging forward. I'll keep looking for deals throughout the week, and I probably won't be recording for another 5 or 6 days. So see how things go. Anyway, I hope you've been enjoying the series so far. If you have, don't forget to hit that like button. It helps me out a lot. And until next time, Doguro.